Tolerance Summit is to create solution-oriented citizens, to raise awareness about cultural identity, and to build empathy for our diverse community members.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Nadine. I teach 8th grade English at Lexington Junior High School. Yeah, so the Tolerance Summit happens in all of the 7th grade and 8th grade English classes. The 7th graders focus primarily on their identity, so it comes out as like culture and hobbies. And then once they've embraced their identity in 7th grade, by the time they get to 8th grade, they can take that identity and move it more into community and like society. So they take on a little bit bigger, broader issues as they get into 8th grade. 7th graders organize activities at tables and booths, and then the 8th graders do more of like presentation style, so videos or speeches or poems about their cause. Yeah, so the Tolerance Summit started off in just a few classes, and it's grown and grown so that it's reaching every English student. So it means that every student at Lexington throughout the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week get to not only participate but present at the event. So it reaches everyone, and it gives students from all backgrounds, all different kinds of students, the opportunity to represent something about themselves, feel heard, seen, use their voice. It's been a really big deal to expand it. In the future, it'd be cool if maybe some of the other subjects like the science classes or VAPA and art or photo, they're interested in joining in. So if they can bring some of their specialties and backgrounds to the Tolerance Summit, that would be a cool next step for the program.
What up, Lexington?
Buenos días, estudiantes. Good morning, students.
Dear Civic
Then what we did later is they wrote a letter to the high school theater. It was for Theater of the Oppressed, and they chose a specific incident in their life on campus where they saw an injustice or they experienced an injustice, and they wrote it out in detail, and then they actually wrote what they wish had happened, and then the Cypress Theater comes and performs that for our school.
What we found is that students are engaged in projects
when they can relate those projects directly to their own life experiences. So for example, in the Tolerance Summit, in 7th grade, we created Canvas projects based on what they perceive as an evil in their life.
The message that our group portrayed was the importance of expressing yourself through physical appearance.
We think that our school restricts us from wearing what we want, such as tank tops.
In our Tolerance Summit video, we discussed and showed real-world examples of how we might feel in our everyday life.
We did a call to action to see how we can fix this problem. Express yourself.
Yay!
Probably the biggest challenge that I faced was the collaboration, because some students had ideas in the group and others did not want to go along with that. So they had to really work through those challenges and come to an agreement or consensus on their creative ideas.
I think it is important to express your feelings about the school environment, because you should be able to feel comfortable, and in a case where you feel uncomfortable or unsafe about anything, you should be able to express your feelings and your thoughts, because you come here every single day, and if you're not feeling comfortable or if something's not up to your liking, then you should be able to express it and tell someone who can handle it. And as a result, you can be able to come to school every day and feel comfortable and reach your goals for your future. In addition, it determines how I grow as an individual and determines how I develop new skills in a new environment. Since coming into middle school is a different change, and then you have to go into high school, and having a safe environment is important, since it can help me develop skills.
I encourage student voice by allowing my students to complete assignments in any way that they're still able to address the requirements and standards. I let them do video, music, images, words, photographs, art. We do a lot of art in my class, and if they have any other ideas that based on their life or based on what's going on in their world at the moment, I let them do that. And as long as it still addresses the standard, I'm totally fine with that.
Walk with me. Our project impacted the school and society as though it is a saturated topic is for a reason. Over $1 billion is spent on school lunches in California alone, and the average cost of a meal is $4, while we're getting a meal that's $1. Our goal and impact was to bring a better lunch to students who are learning and trying to get in a focused mood in the classrooms, and they can't do that with this short of a meal. That's why we impact society by trying to get better meals here at Lexington.
Great question. So I believe that the Tolerance Summit promotes digital literacy in a bunch of ways, but I'll focus on two. The first being incorporating research. We want our students to be critical thinkers, and part of doing that is being effective researchers, knowing how to properly cite and gather information. That's the first way. The second way is they are basically content creators. A lot of our students look up to YouTubers, people who create content online. So for what we're trying to do, we want our students to understand that their presentations, whatever it is that they provide for us at Tolerance Summit, is essentially their content, and it's an avenue for them to be creative.
People will be respectful and kind to each other, and there will be no more unnecessary conflicts like war.
And with a better world, we will have a prosperous future.
That project is to do that informed action of writing letters. And so they end up writing letters to all types of community members, and myself included, as well as our district personnel. Those letters get read, responded to, and get thought about. The other way that happens is that many of our students use the paw print showcase that we do here at school to showcase their performance tasks from the Civic Fair itself.
We assess through rubrics, reflections, and live presentations.